Hello and welcome to Pick a Card Palace. In today's Pick a Card reading, we will be answering the question, what is their next move? Shout out to viewer Zendy1 for requesting this topic. I think I'm pronouncing that name correctly. It's spelled Xendee and the numeral 1. Again, thank you so much, Zendy. I really appreciate your support and your viewership. Now, getting back to the reading. Today, we have 6 options. Option 1 is the king. Option 2 is the bishop. Option 3 is the knight. Option 4 is the pawn. Option 5 is the rook. And option 6 is the queen. Now, once you've made your selection, and by the way, you can choose more than one if you feel drawn, then you can go down to the description box where you will find links taking you directly to each of the individual readings. I'm going to give you a bit of time here to make your selection before we get started. Okay, hello there, option 1. If you chose the king, this will be your reading. Again, today's topic is, what is their next move? So let's see what we can find out here. So for the person on option 1's mind, what is that person's next move? What is their next move concerning option 1? Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. Also, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so option 1, your person's next move is to say something interesting. Now, it seems that this person has been thinking about some kind of way to approach you in order to tell you whatever it is they want to tell you, but they don't want to be boring. They don't want to be plain spoken. They want to stand out in some kind of way by communicating this thing to you, whatever that thing is. It seems that they find you, I would say, a bit intimidating, and they know that they need to bring their A game, so to speak. So they understand that if they really want to stand out and get your attention away from perhaps other people, because you are the type of person who attracts lots of people in their mind, option 1, they really want to make sure that they are not going to come across as being just another suitor, just another person trying to shoot their shot, so to speak. Now, I don't know what level you're at with this person. Option 1, different people will be at different stages in the relationship, but judging from the bottom of the deck here where we have the World, I'm going to say that wherever you are with this person, they want to take things to the next level. So if you just met this person and you're just talking, they want to perhaps go out with you. If you're already talking and maybe you've been out before on dates or a date, then they want to go out on more dates. They want to make some future plans with you, or even lock things down with some kind of title. At any rate, whatever it is that they want. Oh yeah, and I should mention that, if you're already in a relationship with this person, then they may want to take that relationship to the next level, whatever that is. So for some of you, that would be moving in together. For others, it might even be an actual formalized commitment. Now, I should mention here that you chose the king, and the king is considered the most important chess piece. So this person does, as I said, they don't want to be just another somebody in your life or passing through. They want to get your attention in a way that makes you stop and say, wow, this person is or could be somebody really important to me. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Option 1. So what is this person's next move? This person that option 1 has come here to find out about. What is that person's next move towards option 1? We have the anchor. We also have the key. All right, option 1. So this is repeating to me the message I was just talking about. This person does, in fact, want to take things to the next level with you. Wherever you're already at, they want to go to the next level. They want stability. They want something long-term, something ongoing. They want to keep things going. They want to keep talking. They want to keep seeing you. They want to keep being involved with you, keep dating you, etc. So their next move seems to be maybe to present that idea to you in some kind of way that's, again, not boring, but interesting and something that stands out. It makes them stand out from the crowd. They want you to say, wow, nobody's ever approached me like that, or nobody's ever said that to me in that way. Interesting, option 1. Okay, so what else can we find out here about what this person's next move is towards option 1? What is this person's next move towards option 1? We have family. Uh-oh, am I running out of space here? Let me move this stuff over. Okay. And we have friendly thoughts. I don't know if I can get this to focus. I'm always having trouble with that. Come on. Well, I guess you can see it well enough. Okay, so this person's next move is, again, to bring you closer, to create something more stable, and dare I say, they want to do something that makes you feel comfortable with them, feel secure with them, feel like family. And it's interesting, we have actually a family card coming out and a card that can reference friendship. So they want you to understand that they want to be like a close friend or family member to you. They want to have that kind of importance to you. And so they want to communicate that to you. Now they do understand, here we have on the bottom of the deck, process. They do understand that this could be a process. Getting to where they want to be with you may not be as simple as taking one action in one moment. That there may be logistics and planning involved. And it's interesting because I'm wondering, like what the situation is with you. And again, it'll be different for different people. I don't know if this person is maybe at a distance from you or has other things going on in their life where they have to make adjustments or something. I mean, the family card comes out here. I wonder, you know, are there family members involved here? Even friends, which is kind of interesting if they have to make adjustments because of friends. But hey, maybe this is just one scenario that's a possibility. Maybe this person is part of a larger friend group of yours, and there's some other person who maybe won't be thrilled to know that this person wants to come towards you or get more serious with you, whatever the case may be. And so that they want to be careful with that person. They want to consider that person's feelings, which is not to say they want that person's feelings to override their own decision. And it looks to me like they're quite clear about what they want with you, option 1. Okay, let's see. Oh, shoot. I'll pick that up for the next reading. I'm always having stuff falling down. Anyway, so for option 1, now we want to see what are this person's intentions towards option 1. I think we've kind of answered that, but let's see what else comes through with these cards here. What is this person's intentions towards option 1? We have past. The weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. I must say I'm kind of surprised to see that option 1, but let's continue here. We also have support. I'm here to support and elevate you while expecting nothing in return. Okay, well, that's nice. So we were talking about how this person wants to be close to you, supportive. I think we talked about that, didn't we? So again, that comes out, you know, this person intends to be a support to you and help you to be all you can be. And at the same time, they've got this altruistic attitude. It's interesting it comes under the friendly thoughts card because, again, this is giving me a friendship vibe. I'm wondering, is this person a friend of yours? Option 1. That doesn't have to be the case for everyone, but for someone here, they may be a friend who wants to be more than a friend. Or maybe they started out as a friend of yours, and the friendship formed the foundation of whatever it is you have now. They want to keep that going. They want to acknowledge that here, I think. As for the past, this card says the weight of what happened between us still lingers, and I'm not yet over our past. So I don't know if this is someone who's going to try and make a comeback. Maybe for some of you, this is a returning person, someone who is someone from your past who then re-emerges or reappears. But if that is the case, again, like I said, I get the sense that there's something else they need to do, like logistically, to make this thing with you happen. So yeah, take the message there for whatever resonates. Okay, so now option 1, that we've gone over what their next move is and what they're intending and all of that. I want to give you a bit of advice before we close the reading out. So what is the advice for option 1 concerning this situation and connection? Okay, we have 1 oops can erase a dozen job well dones. Oops. And we have listen to the quiet voices. Now that's interesting to me, option 1, because I'm drawn again to this past card, this idea that something happened between you and this person in the past. It's lingering and they're not over it. Now this could be a good thing or a bad thing or an in-between thing, satisfactory or not so satisfactory that happened, that they're not yet over. But the cards are indicating here that you should keep in mind that it's important to be careful about how you interact with this person, because one throwaway comment, one oopsie, you know, something you didn't intend to make it all go sideways could very well make it all go sideways. The cards are advising you to listen to the quiet voices. So to be careful about how you approach this situation when this person comes to you, how you respond. You're coming through in this reading as the Queen of Wands. This is someone who certainly has the capacity to be careful and I would even say maybe to some extent measured in how they respond to people. But the Queen of Wands can also be quite blunt and direct, you know, like your typical fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hello, if you are one such sign watching, nice to have you here. But you don't have to be. I also have a bit of air energy here, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, but it's not necessary for you to resonate with the signs. I know people just like to hear them. Anyway, so the advice for you, option 1, yeah, is to tread carefully with this person when they approach. Because if not, you know, if you come on like a bull in a china shop, that's not going to go well. I feel like there's some softer energy here with your person, option 1, and so they need a gentler approach, shall we say. Okay, option 1, so that is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, well, I hope there will be a next time. Goodbye. I'm going to move on now. Let's see. Okay there. Hello, option 2. If you chose the bishop, this will be your reading. We are answering the question, what is their next move? So let's find out, shall we? Oh, well, this card kind of wants to... Ooh, look at that. We got the 2 of Cups wanting to be a part of this reading. I don't take what I call flippers. That card just kind of fell out the deck or whatever. I like to acknowledge them though. So straight away, option 2, this is some promising energy with the 2 of Cups. I mean, you can see here, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Well, if my camera will focus, which of course it won't. But I hope you can kind of see. You can see basically. There we go. Yes. So anyway, let's get on with the reading though. That was part of the reading. I don't want to say that that's not part of the reading. Like I said, the 2 of Cups energy is very positive, and it speaks to unity and romance and being able to relate to another person, you know, on a deeper level. All of which is very positive. So for option 2 here, what is their person's next move towards option 2? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, which is also nice. And more water energy, so I'll go ahead and get that out of the way. We're speaking about the water signs here potentially. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So your person may be one of those signs. You might be one of those signs. But it's not necessary because all sorts of people are watching, and that's fine. But we do have already 2 Cups cards being in the reading, and so that indicates water signs. Oh, look at that. And then another one. Okay, the Page of Cups as well coming into your reading. Option 2. So this is really beautiful energy, option 2. Your person's next move is to come towards you in some kind of loving or romantic way and make some kind of loving or romantic gesture. It looks like they want to offer you something. They want to offer you their feelings. Now, perhaps they'll express their feelings, but I think that maybe there's more here to it. Like there's action behind the feelings, but this is just so nice. This wonderful energy here so far. Option 2, even though at the bottom of the deck here we do have the 7 of Swords, so that's kind of a caveat for me, shall we say. We'll keep that in mind, because the 7 of Swords here is suggesting maybe that this person, I don't know, there's something secretive going on here. Maybe this is, you know, secret feelings that they have determined that they're going to bring to you, bring to your awareness. So let's see. Oh, I meant to do this before I started this reading. A deck fell on the floor. Excuse me for a second, or several seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Option 2. So this person who option 2 has come to this reading to hear about, what is their next move towards option 2? Okay, we have the Bear. And the Coffin. So it seems option 2 that this person, yes, wants to come towards you and, you know, offer their feelings and some action to back up their feelings. They want to, I think they want to be there for you. They want to comfort you. I don't know if they are aware of something going on in your life, or if they just want to be that kind of support for you in general. Okay, that deck does not want to stay on the table over there. Okay, so let's move on. Option 2. What is this person's next move towards option 2? Okay, so we have, gosh, what is that? I can't remember the exact translation of this, but it's a card of healing, you know, of taking a time out to heal. Okay, and the next card we have here is another card I can't remember the translation of, but it's about, I need to study my French so I can tell you the exact names of these cards. But anyway, this card is about, well, actually, I often read this card as an interference card. But in this context, I'm not quite getting interference. Well, okay, I think there's 2 possibilities here. On the one hand, option 2, this person, we were already talking about how they want to be there for you. I don't know what's going on in your life to make them take this action, but they want to be there for you, we said, and this is coming through again about healing. They want to support your healing. They maybe want to get rid of or help you get rid of some influences in your life that may be interfering with your well-being. And again, that's from their perspective, not necessarily the truth of what's going on with you, but this is how they are thinking. And so their next move is to, again, try to help you. Try to help you, support you, heal you, or help you heal. And maybe they want to take some kind of action to help you get away from it all. Maybe they want to take you on some kind of vacation or some kind of retreat or something. Okay. Now let's see what we can find out here, option 2, about this person's intentions towards you. So what are this person's intentions towards? Option 2, we have a flipper. It says growth. I will ignite a spark inside you, inspiring greater depth and expansion. So that's great. Sorry, my camera's acting kind of crazy. I don't take flippers. I'm going to shuffle some more and draw again, but that is worth noting that their intention is to help you grow, option 2, and that fits pretty well with the message we've been getting. There's a message here for sure of love, but also of support and healing. Now, you chose the bishop, and the bishop, well, originally in, I guess, the proto chess game that I'm to understand that came from maybe like the Indian subcontinent or somewhere eastern, the bishop was originally, I think it was representing an elephant. An elephant as in, well, when I think elephants in India, I think of the god Ganesha. He is considered the remover of obstacles. And this person I just said is like wanting to help you somehow, get you away from negative influences and maybe overcome obstacles so you can heal. That's so interesting, option 2. But anyway, back to the shuffling here because we want to see what this person's intentions are. What are this person's intentions towards option 2? Okay, we have obligation. You're a nuisance. I feel obligated to associate with you. I don't know about that, but let me see what I got on the bottom of the deck. We have journey. Adventure awaits. A physically or emotionally expanding experience is ahead. Now, I'll address that first because we were just saying that maybe this person wants to take you on some kind of trip to get away from it all, or a retreat even. And the journey card is certainly speaking to that possibility. And more metaphorically, maybe they want to take you out of the mundane, because the mundane things in your life, the everyday problems and issues and concerns, are, from their perspective, weighing on you and causing you some kind of, damage or distress to your well-being, and they want to, like I said, bring you out of that. So it could be that they want to cheer you up or put your mind on, turn your mind to other things. Now, this obligation card, I don't believe this person feels that you are a nuisance. And I don't believe this person feels obligated to associate with you either, option 2. This deck is kind of tricky because sometimes the longer text is relevant and sometimes it's not. Sometimes the focus, I find, is on the main word on the card at the top. And here I think maybe, yes, there is a sense of some kind of obligation on this person's part. I don't think you're a nuisance, and I don't think they feel like, oh, well, I have to, deal with option 2. I don't think that, because none of the other cards are really giving me that at all. Nothing in this reading is giving me that at all. But I will allow for the possibility that, yes, obligation is a factor here some kind of way. And I wonder if, option 2, this person feels obligated to help you out in this way because of something they did. Maybe they feel like they have contributed to the decrease in well-being for you in some kind of way, and for different people it may be a different situation. And so maybe they do feel in order to make things right, they have to assist you with this healing. Now, I don't think I mentioned it before, but there is a possibility here that this person believes they owe you some kind of apology, and their next move is to offer that. And I wonder here, because we have a couple of cards with 3 individuals on them, whether for some of you there is a third party situation, as they call it, that is the subtext for what their next move is, which is to say, did they involve you in some kind of third party situation, and now are they wanting to make up for it, apologize, and help you heal? If so, they do recognize that that may be a journey. It may take a while. It take a long time, or there's a more involved process here. But again, take what resonates in these readings, because they're general and lots of people, hopefully, are watching. So different people will have different situations. But I figured I should mention that. Okay, now before we close it out, option 2, let's get you some advice. So for option 2, what is the advice for their situation here with this person? What is the advice? We have, ask yourself, is there something missing? And we have, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Okay, so I think that this is probably referring to the idea that if this person comes towards you, option 2, and they're offering this, whatever it is, apology or just their heartfelt emotions and actions to back those heartfelt emotions up, don't dismiss them in a rough kind of way. You know, it says if you can't say something nice, option 2, don't say anything at all. So, you know, if you are just not wanting to engage further with this person, that's perfectly okay. The cards are advising, though, don't, I was going to say burn your bridge. I don't know why. If you really don't care to, you know, hear this person out or have anything else to do with them. But I suppose it's possible that this is how you feel now, and someday you may feel differently, and so having burned the bridge completely maybe would not be ultimately in your favor. So the cards are just saying here, you know, if you can't say anything nice, just don't say anything at all. Sometimes that's the best way to approach, is just not respond, or at least not respond in any kind of inflammatory way. Now, here we have ask yourself, is there something missing? So I think this is referring to whatever they bring to you. Like, ask yourself, are they bringing you enough of what you want or need in order to, if the narrative of the need for an explanation, okay, and need for an apology fits your situation, you should evaluate what they're offering and decide whether it's enough. Is it enough? And only you can answer that question. But certainly be honest with yourself and figure out what it is that not only you want, but what you need. Okay, option 2, that is your reading. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to move on to the next option, whatever that is, option 3. Yeah. Ooh. Hello there, option 3. If you chose the Knight, this will be your reading. So for those who chose option 3, what is their person's next move going to be towards option 3? What is this person's next move going to be towards option 3? Okay, we have the 3 of Cups. We also have the 2 of Wands. So the 3 of Cups is indicating that this person's next move towards you, option 3, will be one that involves getting together and having a good time. So that could be any kind of social plans, really. It could be meeting up for coffee. It could be going out for drinks. It could be clubbing. It could be anything you can think of, really, that's fun. Maybe your person likes dancing or bowling or dart throwing. Anyway, yeah, they want to go do something fun with you. So their next move towards you, option 3, will be to approach you and see if they can go do something fun with you. Now, the something fun might actually just be having a fun time hanging out with you in any venue. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that you are going to a physical location or place of business and enjoying yourselves necessarily. This could just be like having a fun time chatting over the phone, online, via text, or something like that. But it seems to me that it's maybe a bit more involved in that. Like, I want to say it's more like their next move will be to actually go somewhere, want to go somewhere with you. As we have the 2 of Wands here, which suggests some degree of planning being involved. And so I think that, yeah, they want to make plans with you to go out and do something, have fun. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man. So maybe this person's been dragging their feet. Maybe nothing really has been happening, or at least no forward movement has been happening. And maybe you're wondering why, and maybe they're wondering why. And now it looks like they are trying to get ready to change that. But I will say, with the 2 of Wands, there is a sense perhaps still of some hesitation on their part. I don't know if they're just perfectionistic, you know, and they're trying to like figure out what the best way to approach you is, or if they are using something like that as an excuse to not approach you faster. You know, like I said, there's still hesitation. So the next move, certainly there's an intention to want to make plans with you, like we've talked about, but I don't know. I mean, we got some energy here of the, I'm not totally certain that they're going to follow through, option 3. And so maybe the message here is, they want to, they intend to, they plan to come towards you, but is it real? Is it really going to happen? I mean, it's kind of ironic to me, actually, because you chose the Knight, and, you know, the Knight is, well, Knights in general are considered quite energetic, proactive, I would say initiating, you know, they suggest movement and change, and maybe that's why you chose that is because that's what you want to see here. And as I said earlier, like this person is wondering why maybe, you know, there's been the stagnation, and they probably want change and movement too. Let's see what else we find out as the reading goes on, though. Option 3. So this person who option 3 came to this reading to find out about what is this person's next move towards option 3. We have the Tower, which this is a Lenormand deck, so the Tower is not the same as the Tarot Tower. I should mention that. Doesn't have the same meaning. We also have the Book. Yeah, option 3. This person is giving off a guarded type of energy. I mean, yeah, they do want to go out, spend time, have fun with you, and yet again there's this energy of like, I don't know, like they don't want to lay all their cards on the table, like they don't maybe quite want you to know something. I wonder if it's like, you know, how they feel, or that they're maybe actually quite interested in you, and somehow they don't want you to know that, or this is interesting. Okay, so for option 3, what is this person's next move towards option 3? Okay, we have the Table. And we have Destiny. Okay, option 3. This person really does want to get together with you and spend time with you and enjoy your company. And indeed, they feel like there's something here of destiny, that it's meant to be, this you and them in some kind of capacity is meant to be. And yet again, like I said, the holding back or the hanging back energy, somehow they think, here on the bottom of the deck we have Grace. Somehow they think, I feel like they think someone or something else is going to come in and open up a path for them to be with you or come towards you, or, you know, have this fun time with you. It's like there's this sense that they're not sure that they can really do it on their own, or that they should do it, because I don't know what the reason would be. Like, I just feel a certain guardedness. Maybe they feel like is it premature or something? This is kind of complicated. This feeling is just complicated. Which brings me to our next question. I'm glad I included this as part of the reading. Now let's see, because it might help us understand what this is here better. What is this person's actual intention towards option 3? What is this person's intentions towards option 3? Okay, we have community. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other. Okay, we also have plans. Seeing you is a priority for me. I want to make plans with you. Okay, option 3, we were already talking about how they want to make plans. There's certainly a definite energy here of making plans. It says that seeing you is a priority. So these are their intentions. They want to come together with you because they feel like you got a lot in common. You can support each other. Like I said, they want to have fun. You know, they can have a good time with you. I wonder if there's something within them like that's just blocking them or holding them back. I mean, I feel like almost option 3, that this person's intentions are to come towards you and make those plans with you, but the way that they may go about it maybe is not going to come across like this is what they're seeking. It's almost like they, I don't know, want to be low key about it. I'm not sure how they would communicate to you, hey, I want to go out with you, option 3, unless they have to, you know, articulate that some kind of way that would be understandable to you. But I don't know what are they actually going to articulate it in the way that I just did it? It's a very clear and straightforward way. Or will they be kind of hanging around, giving you puppy dog eyes or something, waiting for you to figure it out? You know, I'm not so much getting the energy so far that they like expect you to make some kind of move towards them. It's just more so that this is just a really hesitant person for some reason with regard to this situation. Okay, wow, option 3. This is not what I expected, but okay. So, what is the advice for option 3 in this situation here with this person? We have inquire within. We also have that fleeting thought is worth pursuing. Okay, so the cards are encouraging you, option 3, to look within yourself, pay attention to your thoughts about this situation and this person. It may seem like, oh, you know, I just have thoughts that flit into and out of my head. I don't really pay attention that much. You know, everybody just has random thoughts going through their heads. Yes, that's true. People do. But maybe your unconscious mind or higher self, whatever you want to call it, like is trying to tell you something about this situation and the person. And so, like, pay attention to those, your thoughts. If your thoughts keep, for some strange reason, going to a certain something, some idea that maybe doesn't really make sense, but there it is, like, the cards are urging you to unpack that, sit with it, try and figure it out. What is going on here that particular thought maybe keeps popping into my mind, or that those particular types of thoughts keep popping into my mind about this person and this situation. You know, because I feel like there's, like I said, there's hesitancy, and there's, I almost want to say like a sense of secrecy here on the part of this person. And the cards are urging you, you know, pay attention to your gut. Listen to your still small voice, that inner knowing, so that it can guide you in the way that you need to go, whatever is going on here with this person. But again, they do seem to have, as far as you are concerned, sincere intentions and even a strong desire to make those plans, as I said. Now, they're following through with it is quite another thing. And yeah, it's for you to inquire within and find out what to do about all of that. Okay, option 3, this is your reading. Thank you very much for joining me. Okay, hello there, option 4. If you chose the pawn, this will be your reading. We are asking today, what is your person's next move? So for those who chose option 4, what is their person's next move towards option 4? Okay, we have the 7 of Cups. And if you can hear that loud noise, I'm sorry. It's going on outside my window. Can't do anything about it. Also, we have the Ace of Wands. So your person, option 4, they know that they are attracted to you. They know that they are excited by you. They know they want to do something. They know they want something with you, but they're confused about maybe the particulars of that something. So they don't know. And I'm wondering, because they don't know, you know, what can they actually do as far as their next move? I suppose they could be around you, interact with you, flirt with you. They could somehow express some kind of interest in you through word or deed. But the clarity seems lacking here. Like exactly what they want and what they're going to do exactly is not apparent, at least not so far. But let's see what else we can find out. Option 4. So for those who chose option 4, what is their person's next move? Okay, we have the Whip. And we have the Lilies. Okay, option 4. I think this person could come towards you in an amorous way, in a sexual way. It may be, as I said, flirtation, but the sexual intent, I think, would be pronounced. So I don't know if they're going to say proposition you or just talk about what they would like to do to or with you. We're going to keep this PG, option 4. But you get the idea. I'm sure you do. Okay, so for option 4, what is their person's next move towards option 4? Okay, we have Traffic. And we have Gifts. Okay, so they could approach you and talk to you about this attraction they have and what they could do for you to make it worth your while to engage them in that way. So I don't know if you want to call it like a sales pitch, but maybe something along those lines. Now, I don't know if you'll take them very seriously. I don't know exactly how they'll manage to do this. You chose the Pawn, and it's a piece, well, you know, I guess you could say, you've heard the expression, oh, so-and-so is just a pawn in the game. You've probably heard that expression. the pawn, is kind of like expendable, a dime a dozen, doesn't really have clout or power or anything like that. It isn't really like having qualities to stand out from the rest, you know. And I wonder if your person feels a certain powerlessness, and because maybe they don't feel like they have something more remarkable to offer, they are more inclined to pivot to the lowest common denominator, the low-hanging fruit of sexuality, of trying to get your attention and get you to spend time with them based off of these promises of how enjoyable things would be for you if you and they could enjoy some adult time together. Again, I'm keeping it PG, option 4. Okay, now let's actually look here a bit more closely at this situation by finding out what this person's actual intentions are towards you, option 4. So what are this person's intentions towards option 4? Okay, we have welcome. I offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. Okay. Yeah, this person for sure. Okay, there is a song coming through. It's called Welcome, and it's by the artist Maxwell. I will link that in the description for you, option 4. And congratulations, you get the first song of the reading. I don't think songs have been coming through so far with this reading. But I kind of laughed because this card makes it sound so, generic and, I was going to say vanilla. When in fact, I think this is actually an invitation that's quite a spicy option 4. You are definitely welcome. This person is definitely offering an open door. Okay, the invitation we've been talking about is definitely warm. They want you to step into a space with them that has a door that opens and closes, because they want to be alone with you in this space where then they can embrace you. And also it says, value you, but yes, they want to do all the things behind closed doors with you, option 4. And again, this is their next move because maybe they don't know what else to do. They don't know how else to make a case for themselves. This is quite interesting. I guess maybe they at least feel like they could do something for you that you would find valuable in the physical realm. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me check the bottom of the deck here. Oh, okay. It's mutual. We're on the same wavelength, good or bad. So this person, it looks like to me, they think that you feel the same way that they do with this sexual energy here. Like they think that you would welcome this invitation as well. Very interesting, option 4. Okay, so before we close this out, because I think we've made things pretty clear, it seems that we've got a strong and clear message here for what their next move is, option 4. Let's give you some advice on this situation. So what's the advice for option 4? regarding this person and this situation. Choose love, not fear. Also, organization is the key to success in all endeavors. Okay, so the cards seem to be suggesting perhaps that you, option 4, have perhaps experienced some things in your relationship background to make you fearful of new opportunities and new connections. But the cards here are telling you to choose love, not fear. So if there is in fact love here, or if there comes to be love here, the cards are encouraging you to choose it and not run away just because of something from your past that might be giving you pause, just in general, towards romantic opportunities. Now, it also advises, the cards I should say, also advise you here that organization is the key to success in all endeavors. And I think this is referring to the idea that, you know, if you are feeling fearful, that maybe, you know, you don't have to dismiss the fear and say, oh, that's stupid and I'm just going to ignore it. No, you can face the fear by asking the fear, okay, well, what is the worst case scenario? And once you realize what that is, then you can turn your attention to figuring out how to prevent the worst case scenario. That there are ways, there is a way forward, there is a way out of, you know, maybe being stuck in your relationship life because of fear. Like, address the fears, give some kind of response to the fears, like learn what can be done or figure out what can be done so that you don't maybe open yourself up to bad outcomes. You know, so, you know, be careful and cautious and smart, you know, but still don't close yourself off completely. Because, hey, I mean, whether it's in this connection or some other one, I mean, like there's maybe something out there, someone out there, and you don't want to miss out just because you were too afraid. Okay, option 4. That was an interesting reading. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to move now to the next option. Oops. Okay. Hello, option 5. If you chose the Rook, this will be your reading. Again, we are answering the question, what is their next move? So for option 5, those who chose the Rook, what is their person's next move towards option 5? Okay, we have the 6 of Discs, which is like the 6 of Pentacles. We also have the 7 of Wands. Okay, so there's an energy here of empowerment coming through for your person, option 5. It seems, I don't know if something happened and things changed, but there's a sense here that they believe that they have some kind of fortuitous opportunity to fight for your connection. So again, different people here watching will have different scenarios, but it seems that there's a sense of a second chance here. That this person wants maybe a second chance. They feel like they can win you over, so they're going to do what they can to bring you over to their way of thinking. Option 5. So for this person, option 5 is here to learn about what are that person's next moves toward option 5. We have the clouds, and we have the ship. Yes, option 5. This person wants to move on from the confusion and the uncertainty that exists or very recently existed for you and them in this connection. They want things to be better. They want things to progress in the right direction. They don't want to stall. They don't want to wait. I feel like there's some pretty strong energy here of like moving forward. Okay, let's see what else we can find out here. Option 5. So what is this person's next move towards option 5? Okay, so we have departure, and we have grace. So I mentioned before that there's a sense of movement here, and I think that's coming through again, that this person wants change in the right direction. Whatever it is that happened, they want to move on from it. They feel like they're being given some kind of chance from the universe or God, or however they conceive of a higher power. Like there's some sense here of, I was going to say like great luck, or maybe even blessing, that they just feel like now they can do it. They can win you over, as I said. I should mention this object you chose, the Rook, reminds me of a song. So I'm going to link that song for you in the description. The lyrics may be quite relevant for how this person is thinking of you and this connection. Let me see if I can remember the name of the song. Okay, I don't remember the name of the song, but it's a song by Sting, and the lyrics are something like, if I built this fortress around your heart, blah, blah, blah. So I think that might actually be the name of it. But here in this song, the person is acknowledging that they have contributed to their person's resistance to them, the stonewalling or blockage, or how the person now basically has created a fortress that they are hiding behind because they're afraid to open up to this person again. So they, in the song, the singer acknowledges, hey, kind of my fault that you got so defensive, and now, I want to do something about it. I want to break down your walls. And so, yes, I think your person, option 5, wants to do that towards you as well. So let's see more specifically, though, what this person's intentions are towards you, option 5. So what are this person's intentions towards option 5? We have future. Our paths are destined to align, though the purpose may still be unclear. Okay, well, I was talking about, they feel like there's something here that the universe is orchestrated so that they can fight for this connection. So this person here is saying they really believe that there's a future between the two of you, that you have a destiny together. However, they understand that maybe the particular purpose may still be unclear, but they have very much this sense of destiny with you, option 5. And let me see, what's on the bottom of the deck? Well, this is unexpected, but we have deceit. I have ill intentions and may be planning on deceiving you. Now, I don't actually feel like this is as negative as that sounds. Taking into account the context of this reading so far, I actually think that the deceit comes in not because they have ill intentions, but because it may be that they are not going to be totally open about their view of how this relationship is destined. They may not come to you speaking in those terms. They may not express to you that they see this long-term future with you. But it is in their minds and it is in their intentions to rebuild, the foundation of this connection. So at least for a time, they are not perhaps planning to or likely to let you in on their, deeper thoughts, or I should say maybe higher thoughts about what this connection is about for them, or what the reconnection, because it seems like there is some kind of problem here. Okay, so now for option 5, what is the advice for them in this situation with this person? Okay, we have a secret goal is in sight. Hang in there. Okay, so we were just saying this person may not be clearly indicating to you, option 5, what their intentions are, because, well, I don't know exactly why, but they don't want to reveal, these very lofty thoughts. Maybe they think it might scare you off or something. Maybe it's new to them and they're still trying to sort it out, because it says the purpose may still be unclear to them. But yeah, they're working on this, working through it, and something is percolating in their minds, and they have this goal to be with you long term, to have this future with you, but they are likely going to be keeping it a secret. The cards are advising you, option 5, to hang in there. If this is a connection you want to restore, even if this person doesn't come right out and tell you about this happily ever after that they want with you, hang in there, because the secret will be revealed to you in time. Let's see what else we got. We also have decisions are good. Okay, so I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Don't be afraid to make a decision or make decisions about how to proceed with this or not. So certainly don't sit on the fence. This person wants forward movement and change, And if you do too, then go with that, make that decision. If you don't, then go with that and make that decision either way. Okay, option 5, this is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to move on to the next option. Hello, option 6. If you chose the Queen, this will be your reading. We are answering the question today, what is your person's next move? So for those who chose option 6, what is their person's next move towards option 6? We have the Queen of Swords. Can you see that? Okay. We also have the Empress. And let me see, what is at the bottom of this deck? Okay, we have Death. So this person wants to be straight up with you, option 6. And it's interesting you chose the Queen, because then we get the Empress card coming out. We also have the Queen of Swords. Promise you that did not happen in all the piles. In fact, the Empress is the only pile this card has come out in, of course. But we did have another Queen somewhere. But anyway, that's pretty funny to me. This person regards you quite highly, whether you are male or female, okay, because this energy is fluid, but they definitely see you as the end all and be all, like the best possible option, and maybe even the only option in their eyes. So it seems to me they want to treat you. That is their next move. They want to treat you like the queen or king that you are. They want you to know how highly they view you, how much they respect you. They don't want to play around or play games. And maybe that's different for some of you. You know, maybe this person has not been dealing with you in that way, and now they see that's what they got to do. Maybe because they feel like you wouldn't settle for anything less. Because they see you as someone who doesn't suffer fools, shall we say. You know, you're not one to waste time, and you're not one to, at least again, this is how they're seeing you. You're not a timid type. There's this saying, they say, if you don't ask, you don't get. Well, option 6, you are not the type to not ask. Okay, so you're the type to get what you want because you are willing to ask for it and even demand it. They know that, they recognize that, and maybe now their behavior is going to be different because they recognize that. Maybe this is representative of a change in their approach to you. Option 6. So for those who chose option 6, what is their person's next move towards them? We have the stork, and we have the snake. Okay. So yes, option 6, I think they want to get away from any kind of deceitful behavior or sneaky behavior or just outright lies. Maybe that have been a part of your association in the past, or if they have not been, these things have not been a part of your association in the past, they know not to bring that mess to you. So their next move is to clean it up and, as they say, come correct, Okay. So what is this person's next move towards option 6? Okay, we have despotism. And we have fire. Okay. So option 6. Whatever it is that maybe has been holding this person back from treating you the right way or approaching you the right way, it seems they want to get out of that. They want to loosen the bounds here. They don't want their hands to be tied anymore. And I should say that maybe they've been sort of intimidated by you. And so they haven't been as forthcoming or brave to be forthcoming towards you. Now, you did choose the queen, and I should mention that in chess, the queen is considered the most powerful, which is interesting because you would think it would be the king or something, but it's actually the queen. So this person sees you as being incredibly powerful. Like I was saying before, like they hold you in this very high regard. They know they can't just bring any kind of mess to you. Maybe they thought in the past they could, and then they FAFO is what they say, effed around and found out. Or just think that's just your aura, so they never even tried to F around. But yeah, this person does want to make the effort. They do want to treat you like you deserve. And that is their next move, is to get themselves moving and do that, and cut out the silliness. They understand you don't have time for that. Okay, so for option 6, what is this person's next move? Okay, we have small favor. I'm hoping you won't mind helping me with something minor. We also have vent. I have a lot to say about a situation and need a good listener. Okay, so their intentions are to maybe approach you and ask for your assistance in some way. I think that's maybe some kind of pretext that they will use to get closer to you. Maybe it will help soothe their anxiety about approaching someone so amazing and wonderful like you, option 6. So I don't know if it's a real thing they need, or maybe it is a real thing, but they didn't necessarily need to ask you, and that's going to be their excuse, to approach you. That's cute, isn't it? And vent here says they have a lot to say about a situation and need a good listener. Okay, well, they maybe will seek not only someone to talk to through you, option 6, but also someone who can give them some sound advice, because they see you as someone who is discerning. Now, I want to mention here, option 6, that we have the Empress and we have the Stork, and even here with the two cocks here. Are they roosters? I said cocks. That's the same thing, isn't it? Is that the same thing? Well, anyway, I am getting the sense here that maybe this person sees you as someone they want to procreate with. You know, their intention is to build a relationship with you so that you can become the mother or father of their future child or something. Maybe there are some of you watching where you're already co-parenting with this person. In such case, their intention is to co-parent with you and stop being whatever it is they're being that maybe has been problematic in the past. Okay, option 6. Now let's, before we close it out, get you some advice on this situation with this person. So what's the advice for option 6 regarding this connection with this person? We have, are you being tricked? We also have, you can't please everybody. Please yourself first. Okay. So the cards are drawing your attention here, option 6, to what you've probably already been paying attention to, which is this person maybe has not come correct in the past, and maybe there have been lies and deceit, and now you need to keep paying attention to that, no matter how they come towards you, how conciliatory or how apologetic, or how much they, oh, I just want your help, you know, like, and maybe they seem very sincere, and maybe they are, but you still need to ask yourself, you know, what's going on? Are they really, have they really changed? Are they really here for all the right reasons, or are you being tricked? I don't really so much get the energy of you're being tricked here, even though I guess the snake could be indicating that there's an element of that, but I read this as a past energy. I read this as this person actually wanting to change that. Now, the cards also say you can't please everybody, and so please yourself first. Yes, make sure that you stay in this Empress energy and this Queen of Swords energy and just this queenly energy, you know, and look out for yourself and make your decisions based on what's good for you, first and foremost. Okay, option 6, this is your reading, and thus concludes this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, and I hope there will be a next time, goodbye.